Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I will discuss about Laravel route. Routing is one of the essential concepts in Laravel. It's a way of creating a request URL of your application. Routing in Laravel allows you to route all your application requests to its appropriate controller. In Laravel, route offers some of the route methods. In route, there have the six type of methods like get method, post method, put method, delete method, patch method, and the options method. When you want to fetch some of the content, then you have to use get method. When you want to insert some of the data into the database, then you have to use post method. When you want to update some data into the database, then you have to use put method. When you want to update one single field in the database, then you have to use patch method. When you want to delete data, then you can use delete method. Step by step, I will show you all that method with live example. Now let's get started with the code. Finding out the route, you have to go to your directory and there is a routes folder, and into the routes folder they have the web.php. Now open it, and in Laravel route it gets two parameters. One is the URL and another one is the callback. For now here this is the URL and this function is the callback. And here this URL actually indicating the home, like when you actually access that folder, that means the our root directory, that is a L block, then it should be redirected to our home page, and into the position I just returned that one of the view as a welcome page. I already discussed about that things with you. That is our views folder, and in the views folder that is a welcome blade.php. So first of all here it's load that page. So here you can see there is a home page, and for now there is the home page is now visible on here. So that's the URL here. I just defining it. There's a home, and then there is actually our callback. In our callback area I just load our that page. Okay, so which page you want to actually access. And for now I want to create one of the route. Then it should be very much clear to you. Like here I want to create one of the route as a hello. Okay, I just defining as a hello, and in function that means here, and now I just want to return some of the text. Like here I just return some of the text as a hello world. And now if you save it, like here I just click on the save all. Now I want to access this route. So that means there is actually our home route, and after that home I just added one of the text as a hello. Okay, that means that is actually one of the parameter. So for now I just copy it, and now that is our home, and after that I just want to access as a hello. And now if you click on the enter, now you can see it's now showing that message, that means the hello world. So here I only fetch the data for the reasons I am using the get method. And now here if you want to create one of the dynamic route, you can also do that work. Like here for education purposes, pretty much basic things I just sharing with you. Okay, so it will be very much helpful to you. Like here I want to make the things dynamic. Like here I just defining as a user, and now here I want to add another parameter on particular that position. So if you want to add another parameter on here, then you have to add it the second bracket, and into the second bracket here you have to defining the ID. So whatever the things you want to add, you can actually add the things on here. Right now I am defining as the ID. So now we have to actually pass that ID in our this function area. So for now here I just defining as a one of the variable as a ID, and now I want to show it. So here like I just defining as a your, okay, your ID is, and after that I want to concrete it. So here after that I just want to concrete, and then I just want to concrete with this ID. So here I just simply added that ID. And now if you click on the save all, and now if you access this user, and also they have some of the ID, like here I access it as a user, and after that user here I just defining one of the ID. Like here I just defining as a 5, and if you click on the enter, yes, now you can see it's now showing as your ID is the 5. So here I just assign all the parameter as a 5. Okay, so whatever the things you put on particular that position, like here I just defining as a Aryan, and if you click on the enter, now you can see it's now showing as your ID is Aryan. So that is the things you can do, and I also make the things dynamic for the reasons in our function area. First of all I take this ID, and then I just create that ID on particular that position. Here I returned it. Okay, so I hope you can well understand about it. So by default that is our root, and for now I only want to fetch some of the data. For the reasons I just using the get method. So laterly I will also show you how can use the post method for inserting the data into the database. How can when you update your data, then you have to use the put method, and also if you want to delete it, then you have to use the delete method. So all that method step by step I will show you with the live example. And also they have the another things, like here in our callback area I just loaded our welcome page, right? So here that is our welcome page is this one. So here I returning that view. You can do the same things with using one of the controller, like here. Then you have to do, for now I just delete it in our route. If you want to do that work, then you have to define one of the controller name. For education purpose I'm defining and here as a controller name. So here should be some of the controller name. Then you have to add it the at the rate, and here you have to assign some of the method. Okay, so into this controller you have to actually create this method. So how can create the controller, and how can create the method, and how can load that page, that means this web page. In our next video I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.